When you have lost everything. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. So I was reading something on social media one day about a man who went through a terrible divorce and he lost everything. The wife got the kids, she got the finances, she got the car, she got the house. Now I've heard it in reverse too, where the woman has lost everything. And I got to thinking about what happens when you've lost everything that you have built throughout your whole life. Well, first of all, it's shocking, it's saddening, it's disappointing, it's traumatizing, it's awful, okay? And so I'm not going to minimize how one would feel when they've lost everything. So what do you do when you've lost everything? Well, I think shock and sadness and grief and all that is a normal part and a natural part of that process. And yet you've got to move past that at some point and into rebuilding your life again. Your life may look totally different after you've rebuilt it or during the rebuilding stage. It may look nothing like what it did before when you've lost everything. And yet it's a new beginning. It's a new time to start over. It's a new time to start fresh. Like I said, you can lay there and do nothing and just grieve and be sad and be traumatized. And I understand those emotions. I'm not minimizing those at all. Those are real emotions after major loss. And there is a time period, I think, and everyone's is different, everyone's is individual, what you go through and how long you go through it. But if you leave it go on indefinitely, you're not going to be able to move forward. Now, I'm not saying that you won't continue to grieve the losses that you lost. You probably always will at some level. But the difference is you can lay there and do nothing, or you can get back up and create something wonderful for your life. If you live long enough, you likely will have been knocked down in life, and you may have lost everything that you built. I knew an older couple once many years ago in Palm Springs, and they had a gorgeous home on a golf course in a very expensive community. And they were all set for retirement. And then someone came through and talked them into investing their money into a real estate deal, and they did. And for one reason or another, it went totally belly up. These older people lost everything, and they had no option but to go back out there and work at minimum wage. They lost it all. But I noticed that over time, they began to develop a positive attitude about their life. They'd moved into a little apartment from this spacious mansion on a golf course. And they began to rebuild their life in a totally new way. They began to experience life in a totally new way. No, they were not happy about their losses, but they could have laid there and done nothing, or they could have rebuilt their life. And they did to the best of their ability. And they found a lot of happiness in their future. They began to travel. They even backpacked. At that age, they began to backpack. They began to do things that they would not have done had they been in the same comfortable position that they originally were. No one wants losses. No one wants to lose everything. But if it does happen, then you rebuild. You begin to get back out there and keep a positive attitude that you can rebuild your life in a wonderful, wonderful way. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.